Hello, everybody, and welcome to another special episode of Naughty Senpai Omake. I am your co-host today, Tyler, and along with me we have Garrett. Say hello, Garrett.
Hello, Garrett.
And today we're actually going to be talking about something really exciting that happened today. No April Fool's jokeness here from the announcements. Nintendo actually had another direct announcing a lot of different game titles and everything, and a lot of other little updates and announcements for amiibos and whatnot. And we're just going to talk a bit about some of the more important subjects that are coming up and what all our thoughts are about it. First off, I guess we'll just cover the Mewtwo DLC that's coming out for Smash Bros.
Mewtwo!
Mewtwo!
Hype.
So, yes, we're finally getting Mewtwo back with all of this. And did you ever use Mewtwo much in the previous games, Garrett?
I never really played the previous games.
Oh, that's right.
Don't kill me.
I used to play Mewtwo a little bit, and I don't know how they're going to change his controls for this one, though.
Yeah.
But, yeah, with it, it's becoming available for those that had bought both versions of the game, of course, for free. On April 15th, and then they said on April 28th, everyone else will be able to buy the DLC for $3.99 for just one version, or you can get both versions for the 3DS and the Wii U for $4.99.
Mm-hmm.
I had hoped they would kind of make it a bit more of an exclusive, for a bit longer.
Yeah.
I mean, they're like special. You get this and all free. It's not very expensive, and it's only a 13-day exclusive.
Yeah.
Don't you think they should have done just a little bit longer period of time with that?
Well, I mean, on one hand, you can argue that it's not a very long exclusive for those that bought both versions, but a lot of people, couldn't afford to get both versions, so they only got either the 3DS version or the Wii U version. So It's good for those who only could afford to get one version. So, yeah.
Yeah. But it's good. We're finally going to be getting that DLC soon. And then they sit there and came out of nowhere and announced another DLC that we're getting. Of course, I don't think they actually announced the release date for this one, but Lucas is coming back, which a lot of people are really excited for.
Yes, they did have the release date for it. They didn't say it verbally, but it was written on there was the text. It said it was going to be releasing in June.
June. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I probably saw that. I just forgot about it, but yeah. So yes, Lucas coming in June, and of course, we've got all the new amiibos coming out.
Yes.
Also, yes, Wave 4 hits pre-orders.
Finally!
April 2nd, which around the time this video is up, it's going to be April 2nd.
Yes.
At 2 p.m., GameStop said that's when the pre-orders for it go up. So I'm going to be there, and I'm going to get my NES pre-ordered, because NES is a GameStop exclusive. Now, as far as the other figures being exclusive anywhere else, that's unconfirmed yet. I'm hoping not, but we shall see.
Well, from what I heard, the only GameStop exclusive is going to be NES. However, they said that Greninja and Jigglypuff those were the only two not listed for the ones that are going to be able to pre-order tomorrow at GameStop. So,
well, no one cares about Jigglypuff.
Hey,
I want to get Greninja though.
Yeah, but it is pretty likely that those two are going to be more retail exclusives. So,
I'm hoping that Walmart gets Greninja, because Greninja Blue, Walmart Blue. Come on, it's right there, guys.
Yeah,
it's right there.
Totally.
And plus, I can just order it while I'm there.
And we also do have confirmation that Marth is indeed getting another run for his amiibo in May. So
they had confirmed that, but they never gave us an exact date when he was going to be coming out.
Right.
A lot of people were saying May, but now it's actually fully, truly confirmed that he's getting another run then. So anyone who missed out on Marth, they'll be able to get it, but make sure you pre-order soon because you don't want them to lose another chance at getting them.
Yeah. And I mean, it's possible they'll just release him along with the rest of Wave 4, when they come out. So who knows? We might get some Marth pre-orders up tomorrow.
And then one last thing, actually two last things to end off with the Smash Bros. Announcements. They announced another update that will allow for a lot of sharing with photos, custom stages, and a lot of different character skins for your Mii characters that will have skins from other Nintendo game characters that you can use, which I find to be really cool.
Yes.
And then another thing that waiting to see what's going to happen with it, they announced a poll for actually putting another DLC character in the game. They're giving us the actual choice to choose who do we want to be put in the game. Do we choose, someone from one of the older games that didn't make it this time? One of my personal favorites is Wolf O'Donnell from the Star Fox series. But I was starting to think, why don't we just, it'd be cool to have those characters back, Roy, Wolf, ones like them. But what if we choose a character that has never had a chance in Smash Bros? Take Golden Sun, for example. We put Isaac in there. Stuff like that, get more open-minded with what characters we want to put into it.
Yeah. And definitely get some more third-party characters in there.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of possibilities that can be done. I would love Wolf to come back, but personally, I'd also would rather see a character that's never had a chance being in Smash Bros. To actually make it into it. A character that you didn't really expect to see in there.
Yeah.
And moving on, we had a couple of little announcements. They finally confirmed that we are, in fact, getting a lot of Nintendo 64 and Nintendo DS titles to come to the Wii U Virtual Console, which is really, really awesome. Yes, they did have some Nintendo 64 games available on the Wii version of Wii U consoles. Like the Wii channel,
the virtual
segment.
Wii.
Yeah, the other part. I don't know why they have two different parts for it. It's retarded as hell, I know, but but now you can actually control it through the Wii U Virtual Console and actually play it on your actual pad instead of having to go through the controllers and all that jazz.
Yeah.
And switching modes. And I'm waiting to see what all titles that they'll actually announce for that, because it'd be really cool to see a lot of classics, come back to be able to play on.
Conker's Bedford.
Yes. But we've got all those. Of course, they announced the next Fatal Frame game for the Wii U, which there's a lot of fans of the Fatal Frame series, and a lot of people have been asking for that, or as some people know it as Project Zero. But I've never actually played a game in the series, but I've watched a lot of gameplay for it, and the games are actually pretty interesting. Yeah. And I like what they're doing with the Wii U version, with the whole, your pad being kind of the camera that you can use in the game. I thought that was really cool.
I'm just glad we're finally getting more survival horror games on the Wii U, because we have Resident Evil Revelations, and what else is there?
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, Nintendo needs to expand in some of their genre areas.
Yeah, also,
which, they've been trying to do in some cases, but it's been kind of lacking in a few little parts.
Yeah, I was actually surprised at some of the indie titles that we're going to be getting. Don't Starve is coming to the Wii U. Octodad.
Yeah. Good luck trying to use that on the Wii U.
Yeah. Seriously. But they're definitely improving in their indie section. In fact, what was the name of it? I don't remember what it was called, but one of the indie games they showcased in the Direct, it looked really, really fun. It's the one where you're like a little pixel. It's like The Life of Pixel, I think. Something like that.
I'm not sure exactly.
Anyways, like I rarely like buy games on the eShop. Like I'm more of a I like to go about and buy physical copies of games. So I don't have many like digital only games. So I don't buy that many indies either. But with the ones they're coming out with, I might start switching over to buying a lot more stuff virtually.
Yeah, and then a friend of mine actually, he's a game developer, he and his brothers, and they've actually got a game that's supposed to be coming to the Wii U Virtual Console sometime in the future, because they're actually licensed as a Nintendo indie company.
Interesting.
You know, they're licensed by them.
Yeah.
And I think they said their first title that's going to be coming out on it was called Glasswing, which is kind of a platformer adventure game. And I mean, it's pretty well made concerning it's just, you know, three of them that worked on it.
Yeah.
And, you know, they've tweaked it up here and there. I haven't asked them personally when do they think it's going to be coming out. I don't even know if they know for sure. But whenever I get some more information out about that, we'll know.
Interesting.
And moving on with everything, of course, they finally announced that we are for sure getting the Attack on Titan Humanity in Chains game for the 3DS. Although the unfortunate part is...
virtual only.
Yes, digital download only on the eShop. Yes. We're getting the same shaft like we did with the Sword Art Online game for the Vita. We're getting digital only. Yeah, it's actually really disappointing when they do that kind of stuff. I mean, they're Attack on Titan, Sword Art Online. Those are two really popular, heavy-hitting anime series, and you would think, you know, with physical versions, you know, they actually would, you know, do pretty good.
Right.
But when you restrict it to just digital only, I mean, yeah, there will still be a lot of people that buy it, but, you know, there's a lot of those people that want to have that actual physical version.
Like me.
Yes, like me too. But, I mean, at least we're getting the game. A lot of people have been asking for it, and we're getting it for sure. Maybe not in the way that we wanted it, but we're still getting it.
Right. And
then, of course, you know, they covered a little more details for Xenoblade Chronicles 3D. And we've got some more DLC for Mario Kart 8 coming out.
Yes, we
they've got Animal Crossing DLC. The additional Mii racing suits. And then they also announced a even harder difficulty, 200cc.
I think instead of that, it should just be called F-Zero.
Yes, F-Zero.
F-Zero mode.
Yes, it's very disappointing that we don't have Captain Falcon in this.
Maybe one of these days.
Maybe one day. But then moving on to our favorite announcements out of all, well, one of our favorite announcements in this, the Shin Megami Tensei and Fire Emblem crossover.
Hallelujah!
Yeah. This was talked about in the Direct back in 2013.
Yes, 2013.
2 whole years ago, they talked about this, and a lot of people were flipping out, but many, many, many people had doubts this would ever actually happen. There have actually been a lot of rumors that the project had been canceled. No one ever thought it was actually going to be coming out. Anytime they tried asking questions about it, either they were just said that it's not really going anywhere right now, or they didn't give any information at all. So we've been waiting forever to actually hear something about this. Well, finally, they gave us a trailer with actual gameplay.
Oh
for
yeah,
the
they
thing.
gave us a trailer.
Actual gameplay of it, which just blew my mind. And I mean, all the visuals and everything look fantastic for it too.
Yes.
And what my whole thing was, I was always wondering, how's the gameplay going to be with it? Like, is it going to be like the Fire Emblem, strategic RPG kind of style, or is it going to be like the dungeon crawling kind of way that a lot of Shin Megami games are? But then surprisingly, from what the gameplay shows, it's actually kind of an open world, almost high school kind of vibe like the Persona games have.
Yeah.
I mean, you get to go around the cities, you can go to lots of different locations, fighting all the different monsters and everything. And I'm actually really happy about that because I love the way that the Persona games do the whole open world, kind of social thing right there. So I'm really, really excited about that.
Maybe you'll actually beat this game.
Yeah, I'll probably actually beat this game.
April Fool's.
I don't know. I haven't even finished Fire Emblem Awakening, and I'm like right at the end. I've been at the end for about a year now. But I don't expect us to really see that game in action until next year.
Yeah.
And speaking of next year, they also gave us actually a little bit more of a lot more story coverage and another trailer for the next Fire Emblem game, which you may not care about, Garrett, but I'm actually really excited for it. And I mean, it looks great, and with everything in it, there's a lot of decision making that you can make in the game. There's two different sides that your character that you're playing as is conflicted between, going between. From what they showed in the story, the main character that you play as, he was born into royalty from one kingdom, but he was raised by the family of another kingdom. And both kingdoms are at war with each other in this. And he has a lot of conflicts going between, does he stay loyal to the family that he grew up with in the other kingdom, or does he stay with his people and fight for good, with his birth royal family? And there's a lot of other different decisions. And of course, with these kind of games, it's not just, one side is truly evil and one side is truly good. From what I saw in the trailer, there's good and bads to both sides. Maybe a little bit more bad to one side in particular, but there's other, good characters there, ones that aren't, so bad. It's just they're all thrown into conflict with this war going on. Yeah. And it'd be really, real nice to see what all they go with this. Is there anything else you want to cover on this? With any of the announcements that they made?
I will say I am, and I was not expecting this because of how previous games turned out when they tried to be different, but I am actually kind of looking forward to the new Yoshi game, the Woolly World.
Woolly World?
Yes.
And of course they announced an amiibo for that as well, which is really cool.
Which is going to be made out of yarn.
Very, very weird way to do that, but it'd be interesting to see how they do that.
Pre-order today before they're all
Pre-order
gone.
today. Exactly. But anything else you want to cover before we end all this?
I think that's about it.
All right. Well, there you have it. All of Nintendo's big, huge announcements coming up. And hopefully they'll bring us a lot more interesting things. I wish they had kind of covered more on the new Zelda game and the new Star Fox game coming out. I know the Zelda game got pushed back to 2016, unfortunately. But, better quality before, earlier release time.
Yeah.
We don't want a broken game like so many other games.
Assassin's Creed.
That's what I like about Nintendo. They usually release their games without any bad issues in it, which I really appreciate.
Yeah. Another game I was really looking forward to coverage for I'm actually surprised we didn't see anything was Devil's Third.
Oh yeah, that's right. I almost forgot about that one.
Yeah, I know, right?
But yeah, and I mean, I think Star Fox is still scheduled to come out this year, but we have almost seen nothing on the game at all. We haven't gotten a trailer. We've seen like a tiny little snippet of what the gameplay looks like, but of course it was early stage gameplay. Yeah. We don't know exactly what the official release is going to look like just yet. And I wish they would start, getting a little more out there, because I'm keeping my fingers crossed as much as I can. I'm keeping my toes crossed too, that they don't screw up this game like some of the other Star Fox games. And, I mean, the games weren't terrible. They just could have been done a bit better. And I just want Star Fox to finally have, the game it really deserves, one that it hasn't had for quite a while.
Yeah.
But that's all that we have for today. Any other news that we get, we'll try bringing to you guys, and we'll bring many other videos to you guys later in the future. And again, this is Tyler, also JT Master, and
this is Garrett.
And we will see you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bye.